kitchen.
I was born and raised in the South, in a city, and now I live in the Midwest on a farm, and I love it. Other things I love are Jesus, my family, and everything food. I'm so glad you decided to join me today. We're in Ren's kitchen today. Oh, my sweet friend Ren. I'm so glad we're doing a show in your kitchen today. Ren, we were in small group together last year.
So you were in my kitchen quite a lot.
I was. In fact, y'all were the only people who had children in the group, so we ended up meeting over here so that you could put kiddos to bed.
Yes.
And I love your kiddos so much, I kind of miss them. So, and Ren, you stay home, right?
I do.
When we started this show, we even heard your sweet kiddos playing around and they were singing a song and it was so dear. So anyway, do they sing a lot?
Percy really got into singing, watching the Guitar Man at church. Guitar Man became kind of his superhero, so they always make a stage and then he'll sing, and so now Penny's kind of caught on to it, and so she's singing a lot too, and I think she has a very good voice and he has very good rhythm, so it works well together.
That's amazing. So the Guitar Man is the worship leader?
Yes.
The Guitar Man.
I'm so used to calling it that now too. I forget that it has another name.
I think we need to call the worship leader the Guitar Man. I love his idea.
Superman, Guitar Man.
I love their creativity. I'm just going to say this. Your kids are not in front of screens, and so they do creative play.
I try to have them play more than watch.
Yeah, and you know, you are purposeful and dedicated to that. So you're just not throwing them in front of a screen and going to eat bonbons and, you know. And you're such a great mama. It's been so fun because your youngest was born last year when we were having groups.
I was actually thinking that Paisley is a similar age to what Penny was when we started small group, because I just put her into an outfit that I had a flashback to being in your dining room and Penny crawling around in that same outfit. So it's kind of come full circle.
I love that. Yes, we started meeting at our house and then just found it was easier to come over here, and you've been so hospitable.
They were so gracious to us by allowing us to meet here because it's so much easier for us having kids. It's so much easier to just meet here so that we can put them to bed and we're not worried about where they are in the home, because we know that it's all child friendly. They know their boundaries here better than other places.
Yes.
So it's so much easier.
Well, I have to say though that when they came to our house, they were little angels. I mean, perfect. It was just really fun. I know. There is no exaggeration, people. We just opened the door because it started to get a little bit warm in here. It's fall, but the sun is still shining and it's wonderful. I love all the windows in your house.
Thank you.
It's very fun, very fun. And did you paint your kitchen since I last saw it?
I did, yes. I just felt like it felt dark. I like white. Everything is white, which
oh, it feels so bright and good. My sister Hadu has everything white and she loves it. Your home has always been very welcoming. That's probably more about yours and Joe's hearts than anything. I would say you have the gift of hospitality. Would you concur?
I think I...
Yes. And I remember one of our first times together, you were like, come over for brunch. I was like, wait, brunch? Not just coffee? I'm so excited. And you made this spread. And you had little babies, so goals, people.
I don't like coffee. I don't drink coffee. So I feel like it's a lot easier to have someone over for brunch other than try to figure out how to make it. And I need to figure that out though, because that would add to brunch if I had coffee for people.
I don't think you need to add anything. I think what you offer is awesome. And Ren, you are married to
Joe.
Joe! How many years have you been married?
We've been married for 4 years.
4 years. Oh, well, y'all have been a blessing. You're such a dear couple and you work together as parents. You've done a lot of house projects together.
We've done a lot.
How did you and Joe meet?
So we were both supposed to go on a mission trip and he ended up not being able to go, though he would have been in my group, my specific group, if he had gone. But when the group of us who had gone came back, we spoke at some churches and he came with us to speak at those churches. That's when I met him.
Wow.
Is how we met.
I love that story. That's so fun. And have the two of you been on a mission trip since you've been married?
We have not, no.
I mean, maybe someday.
Maybe someday. Like, we started having kids really quick and then have continued to have them. So
we love that. All the kids.
3 kids in 2.5 years. So I don't know that there's been much time.
There has not, but you've been doing the more important things. So way to go. Oh, I love that.
Our kids are kind of our mission field currently, but maybe one day we'll move another one.
Girl, preach. Your family is your mission field. So amen, amen. I love that. Oh, well, Ren, what are we going to make today?
We call it soy salmon.
Soy salmon. Ooh. So what do we do first?
It's so simple. You throw the 2 topping ingredients together and then spread it on top of the salmon and it's ready to go in the oven.
Wait. There are only 3 ingredients?
There are.
Oh my goodness, wow.
We started our marriage very minimalistic. So we just kind of put it on whatever pan we had that was big enough to fit it.
Wow, okay, that sounds great. So the salmon goes in whatever pan it fits.
We normally use a cookie sheet.
Tell me about this, I love it.
We got it at TJ Maxx. When we had this growing up, my mom often would put it on a piece of wood. I'm not sure, do you know, Marcy, there's types of wood that you can cook on that add flavor to dishes?
I've never done that, but are you like apple wood and smoke
Something
kind
like
of
that,
things?
some type of smoked wood that adds flavor to it. My mom would cook it on that either in the oven or on the grill outside.
Oh my goodness.
We grew up around a lot of people who were from China or Japan who had lots of dishes that they were sharing with us, that how they made them. So I think that's where that came from.
I love that so much. And I want to meet your mom. She sounds amazing.
She is amazing.
Oh. Hi, Ren's mom. Hi, Mom. We love moms. Hi, my mom. Of our moms. When are you going to see your mom again?
She might come this weekend. First, we're going to put some tin foil on to protect the sheep.
Y'all, I got to talk about this. I asked Ren, what is that plant? I thought it was some sort of succulent. She goes, it's green onions.
Actually, our friend Tori told me how to do this, and I think it's just genius. You just put some dirt and put green onions you buy from the store, and then you have your own growing green onions.
Wow, this is amazing. I'm so doing this today. Thank you, Tori. Look how gorgeous this salmon is, y'all. Wow.
I thought it was funny last night when you called me. You said you have salmon standards or something like that, because I was saying where I was going to get the salmon from.
You do have salmon standards, which is awesome. I respect that. Because I don't know enough to have salmon standards.
Yes, I spent time in Seattle growing up for about 5 years, and so there's always fresh salmon, and you go to the market and they're throwing them. They throw them. It's this
like the movies.
Yes, they do that, and you can buy your salmon right there. That comes right off the docks. It was very good.
Oh wow! So what do we do next, Ren?
Now we're going to add some mayonnaise to a bowl, and the amount of mayonnaise that you need depends on the size of your fish. I'm going to do probably about a cup or a cup and a half. And it's better to have a little extra than a little less, so we'll probably have a little left over.
More is more.
I'm going to add the mayonnaise to the bowl.
Did your mom always use this brand?
I have no idea.
So you're a salmon snob, but you're not a mayonnaise snob.
No. Although this type makes it look like it's maybe green washed. It says real mayonnaise, so it looks like a good option.
I like it. Real is good. Fake is good too. I love your glass mixing bowls.
Oh, thank you.
Have you had it for a while?
Like I said, we started out very minimalistically, so I feel like a lot of the stuff that we haven't had, and we haven't been married for very long, so we haven't had anything for more than a couple of years.
That's great though.
Now I'm going to add the soy sauce to the mayonnaise. Even though I'm not particular about putting mayonnaise, I am particular about the soy sauce. This is what my mom always used growing up, and I'm pretty sure that this is what the families from the community that we lived in at that time used too. So
wow, that's awesome. Let's show them here, just for fun. We don't get any paid for this, but we want you to know what the best soy sauce is.
I'm going to start out with half a tablespoon and see what that does to the color.
So you try to make sure it has the right look, Ren?
Yeah, you don't want it to be too dark.
Y'all, we just went outside to get some footage of the bike riders because it was adorable and so cute. And we just started talking about owning a home, and you guys are redoing a bathroom right now, right?
Yes, we are.
And tell me about how you do it yourselves.
Well, it's a slow process. That's how we do it.
You're so patient.
We are learning a lot as we go. Growing up, my mom always did stuff herself for our house, just because I think when you are young and you are a homeowner, if you want to improve upon your home or fix things when they break, just as the funds and the materials present themselves to us, as God provided for that.
So you don't hire people to do this. You do it yourselves. You work together. It's a good team.
We have our strengths.
There you go. There you go. Glory. Woo.
This is about a cup and a half, maybe a little bit more of mayonnaise and a half a tablespoon of soy sauce. So you don't want it to be too dark. You just want it to be kind of, what color would you call this, Marcy?
Vanilla ice cream.
Like a darker vanilla ice cream.
Yes. I like that.
So, first I might kind of look over the salmon and make sure there's no little scales or anything.
Y'all, Ren just looked at the salmon and she removed a few scales. I've never done that. I don't
know if that's what most people do or not, but I always feel a little odd if there's scales all over the top, especially if you're getting skin on fillets.
I learned so much from you. You're really getting it on there.
One of the great things about the soy salmon is just that a lot of times salmon or fish in general will get dry as you cook it, and the mayonnaise locks in a lot of moisture into the fish. Ooh. So you don't have to watch it quite as closely when it comes to the time.
I love that. Do you put all the mayonnaise and soy sauce on there, Ren?
A lot of times I actually overshoot the amount and I can just save it in a jar for next time, and then it makes it even easier.
Oh, I love that. I love all these tips. Tips of mama with young kids.
Especially in the thin parts of the fish towards the outside, you want to make sure you don't go too thin on the mayonnaise, just because it does keep those parts from drying out.
Nice.
We're going to put this in the 420 degrees preheated oven for about 18 to 20 minutes. I really keep an eye on it and watch for the golden bubbles starting to form on top. I put my leftovers into a jar with a lid and keep them in a really cold part of the fridge. I probably use this either on some chicken or if we have salmon again in the next couple of weeks. I have a lot of glasses that are actually mason jars. I really like it because you can just add a lid and then you have a way to preserve a lot of different foods or different ingredients. I have some teriyaki sauce right now that is saved in a jar just like this in the fridge from a couple of days ago where I made teriyaki chicken. So.
What a good idea. I love that. So you can use your jars for glasses and leftovers and just everything, and you can can with them if you want.
You can.
Like I said, I'm learning so much.
I always learn a lot from you too.
Oh, thank you. Oh. Okay, it's ready.
We got to talking and forgot to take it out of the oven right away. So
Who
it's slightly overdone, but you want to kind of the color that's right here. You want to just have it be kind of golden brown and starting to bubble.
Paisley just grabbed one of the legs of the light, and we're thankful no babies were injured in the making of this video.
Another great thing to add in since she is here is that the more moisture that's in the salmon makes it easier for little babies to eat. Just in meat in general, that dry meat is harder for them to swallow. So I love to feed my babies this and get them used to salmon that way.
I love that you feed your kids in such a healthy way. That's awesome.
We like to introduce them to things that are not kid food because we think that's how they learn to like it.
Ren, did your mom introduce you and your siblings to different foods growing up?
My dad more so. He was very big on introducing us to things. I remember him giving us like cow stomach and
I've never had that.
telling us what it was. He worked a lot in Nepal and in China, and so he would bring home these dishes that he had learned to make over there, or take us to restaurants that was similar food to what he was eating over there and introduce us to it. And it would always be kind of a competition who could try the most outlandish things.
You sound like you had a fun childhood.
We had lots of cool opportunities.
Oh, I love that. And you in turn are giving your children those opportunities too. In fact, as we were visiting, she opened this up. It's salt. Tell me about this.
You just kind of pinch out salt and sprinkle it on things. I'm not sure if people here do that or not, but
I need one of these now. How fun. Oh, I love that. I always put a little hot pad in front here if it's hot, because it lets your children and your family and people in your house know that it's hot. So just FYI. There you go.
You can eat this as is, but I always, when I'm finding new recipes, think, oh, but what do I serve with this? What carb or what vegetable would work well with this? A great pairing that we have found in our family is just pairing it with jasmine rice and a green vegetable, and that's how we like to enjoy this dish.
Wow, yum. I can't wait. It's going to be so good. I love your suggestion of sides because it is hard to know what to make with things at times, especially if you're busy.
Yes.
You've got a lot of people, so that's wonderful. I love it. Well, Ren, thank you so much for letting me come to your house and cook with you in your kitchen. It's been so fun. And I just appreciate your friendship and sistership in the Lord, and you're an amazing person. I'm so glad that you were in our small group last year. We switch groups every year, but friendship is forever, so that's it.
I really appreciate you coming here, and I value your friendship so much. It's so nice to be able to ask her for advice on things, and she has such great wisdom.
Oh, thank you so much.
And amazing cooking skills.
We hope you try the soy salmon at home. We're going to have lunch, which I'm super excited because our visit is not over. Y'all have a great week. Don't forget to thank Jesus.
And enjoy.
See you next time.